Good afternoon, I'm Rob Boskamp, and you're listening to South Texas Midday. Hope you're staying warm on this Tuesday, December 2nd. Victoria City Council will meet at 5 p.m. today at the city's council chambers at 107 West Juan Lynn Street. Meetings will be live streamed online at corpuschristitx.gov and on YouTube at Victoria Texas Videos. Today, City Manager Jesus A. Garza will deliver an update from the Water System Review Subcommittee. This week's agenda will include a second reading of an ordinance that will amend the 2025-26 city budget and carry over $30 million in encumbrances from last fiscal year. This is an annual standard action taken by Council. The budget that was submitted to Council for fiscal year 2026 and adopted was net of these expenses. Also on the agenda, Council members will discuss taking action on a resolution regarding certificates of obligation totaling at max $12 million for certain capital improvement projects, including streets and sidewalks, public safety and municipal court facilities, and parks and rec facilities. They will also consider approving the selection of and an agreement with Logger Companies, Inc. for construction manager at-risk services for the renovation and expansion of the community center. Full meeting agenda can be found online at corpuschristitx.gov. Corpus Christi City Council will not meet this week. One of the items on next week's agenda will be an update from City Manager Peter Zanoni on water supply projects with a focus on the Evangeline Groundwater Project in San Patricio County. City Council and water representatives have strived to find alternative sources from across the region to avoid a Level 1 water emergency late next year. As of today, Corpus Christi area reservoirs are at 19.4% capacity. Lake Corpus Christi is at 12.6%, up from 12.2% a week ago, thanks to recent rainfall. Choke Canyon Reservoir continues to slowly decline, now just at 10% even. Sources across the South Texas region, let alone the state, continue to dwindle. That includes the Rio Grande River Basin Reservoir at 27.5%. The Guadalupe River Basin Reservoir is also low despite being the fourth largest river basin in Texas. Today it's at 64.2% capacity. Over the weekend, San Diego High School's multi-use facility that was under construction collapsed just 9 months into the construction phase. Residents reported on social media and to KRAS 6 News hearing a loud boom this past Saturday when the structure collapsed. The facility was part of projects funded by the May 2024 bond election. Superintendent Dr. Rodrigo Pena confirmed to KRAS 6 News that engineers, contractors, and insurance representatives will be on site this week to assess the damage and determine next steps. The school district also released a statement yesterday addressing the incident, saying officials guarantee that architects, engineers, and contractors will provide all information on what caused the collapse. The district also ensured that the contractor will barricade the worksite perimeter for student safety. In state news, a slew of new laws passed during regular and special legislative sessions earlier this year are set to go into effect this Thursday. Texas Public Radio's Maria Navarro has the details.
House Bill 7 allows private citizens to sue anyone who manufactures or distributes abortion-inducing drugs to or from Texas. The so-called bathroom bill, Senate Bill 8, requires people to use restrooms and changing rooms in public schools, universities, and government buildings that match their sex listed at birth. And House Bill 18 creates penalties for lawmakers who break quorum during a legislative session. The law comes after dozens of Texas Democrats left the state earlier this year in an effort to halt Republican redistricting efforts. I'm Maria Navarro in San Antonio.
Corpus Christi's Operation Heat Help is back to offer up to $100 of financial assistance to eligible residents for their gas bills. The Corpus Christi Gas Department and the Utility Business Office are accepting applications to assist households for the gas portion of their utility bills from last month through February 27th of next year. To qualify, applicants must meet income guidelines and be the primary account holder. Households must also include a current utility bill, ID for all household members, and proof of income from the past 30 days. Deadline to apply is February 27th, 2026. To apply, visit the city's website at corpuschristitx.gov. And Valley Central News reports that Harlingen residents have shared social media posts of javelinas roaming the city. Texas Parks and Wildlife Department's Ernesto Garcia Ortega gave his answer to Valley Central News about the multiple javelina sightings. The wildlife biologist's answer is a little nutty, but it makes sense when you bring up acorns.
It's not surprising that we're seeing an increase in the activity around this time of the year, because if we start paying attention, a lot of our oak trees are dropping the acorns. So more than likely, javelinas are probably going after those acorns that you can find on the ground.
Garcia Ortega suggested residents pick up acorns on lawns and in parking lots, secure trash can lids, and take in any pet food left out overnight. He said javelinas are a unique native species to the area. Texas is one of only 3 states in the U.S. where javelinas are found. He added that residents tend to confuse a wild pig with a javelina. Javelinas have a distinctive white collar around their necks, shorter tails, and shorter ears than pigs.
Feral pigs are invasive and exotic, whereas like javelinas are actually a protected animal. They're a game species. There's a season for them. There's a back limit. They are native and they are here to stay.
Garcia Ortega also told Valley Central News that most assume that javelinas are related to pigs. They are actually genetically closer to the hippopotamus. And that is the latest news and information on South Texas Midday. I'm Rob Boskamp. Your community arts calendar and more is on the way.